Hey everyone, welcome to our Game of Thrones Season 7 Episode 3 review called
The Queen's Justice.
Yeah. So what do you think about this episode altogether?
Honestly, I would give it a 9. Because I was waiting for Jon and Dany's meetup. Yeah. I needed it, and I finally got it, so.
It was a very anticipated scene, but this episode I wasn't very impressed. I wanted more action, more everything, and I didn't really get it. I'll give this episode like a solid 8.
That's fair.
This Game of Thrones is still good.
Alright, so let's start with Jon getting to Dragonstone. He's greeted by Tyrion, Missandei, and the Dothraki. And his little thing when he says hi to Tyrion. At first they look at each other all serious.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
Kind of throw a couple jabs at each other. The bastard of Winterfell.
Old friends.
The dwarf of Castle Rock.
Yeah, that was pretty nice.
All fun and games. But it was very good to see them back together after, season 1 when they both went to the wall together. Mm-hmm. So it was very cool.
And then Missandei says we need to take your weapons. Takes their weapons and they're heading up to go see Dany. The part I've been waiting for. So finally, before actually Jon gets to the throne room, he's walking up with Tyrion and he sees Drogon.
Oh yeah. Drogon just swoops down, woo!
Yeah.
And Jon and everybody else have to duck down. And man, I was very happy for Jon to finally see a dragon so they know it's real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Jon gets to the throne room, him and Dany see each other. Their eyes meet.
Oh my god, they are not getting together. Watch, it's not happening.
They are. Okay, so anyways, so Dany greets them and basically says, are you here to bend the knee? Are you here to say that I am the queen of the 7 kingdoms? And Jon flat out says, no.
Good job, Jon. Good job.
He's like, I'm not here for that. Honestly, there's a bigger war that's going to happen. I mean, more than just these 7 kingdoms, Cersei, and everybody fighting for the throne. Definitely. He starts to tell her about the White Walkers, and obviously,
of course,
they're not going to believe him. I mean, he says, I'm talking about the army of the dead, and they're just like, what? Yeah. The funny part was when he got to the throne room, and Missandei is basically saying all of Dany's titles, and she's there for a good minute.
Right.
And then it comes down to, okay, well, who's Jon Snow? Mm-hmm. So then he kind of looks over at Davos, all awkwardly, and Davos is just like, this is Jon Snow. the king of the North. That was really awkward, but it was such a good scene. I cracked up in that part.
It was cool. It was cool.
Yeah, that part was funny. So basically Dany gets mad. She's like, so you're not here to bend the knee? What are you here for then? She doesn't believe him about the White Walkers because obviously she's never seen them. Right. Tyrion is even like, okay, that's weird.
Yeah. Tyrion kind of believes him because he knows that Jon's honest and he's not a liar, so he kind of believes. And plus he also said that Jorah Mormont was also talking about them, so those are true, honorable, trustworthy people, so you can believe what they have to say.
Yeah.
I was thinking Dany would kind of believe because no one has seen dragons in years, so maybe White Walkers exist too, and us as fans, we know they exist, so maybe she could kind of believe, but she was being hard to get.
Yeah, that is true because at one point when she was talking to Jon, she was saying how, all of these things that I've done, that I've been through, and I've crossed the Dothraki over the seas, which they've never crossed overseas, and I've raised dragons, which people haven't seen them in forever and whatever, and it would make sense that she would probably believe about the White Walkers, but I think she kind of does after she talked to Tyrion. She believes it only because Tyrion tells her, Jon's a good person.
Yeah.
So then in the middle of their discussion, Varys runs in. That part was so funny because he just scurrying in.
He's never ran a day in his life.
Yeah, and he basically whispers to Dany, there's a problem.
Yeah.
So Dany basically tells Jon and Davos, you guys are welcome to stay, eat, and whatever. I have things to do, whatever. So she talks to her council and is basically like, oh my gosh, the Greyjoys got taken over, the Dornish got taken over. What do we do?
Pretty much her whole squad is gone right now.
Yeah, and it just began.
I know. At the beginning of the season, I was like, Dany has this, man. She had the full army. She had supporters. She had everything. She has dragons. But now it's almost like she has close to nothing. So
yeah.
What is she going to do?
We will see, since she met Jon now. Yeah, so then basically Jon is like, oh, so I'm your prisoner, basically. I'm not allowed to leave. And he ends up talking to Tyrion later on that day. And basically Tyrion is like, listen, I cannot help you. Basically, I cannot help you leave the island. That's nothing I can do about that. You're here. You're stuck here. She needs your help. She wants you to bend the knee. Why don't you just do it? Mm-hmm. And Jon is basically like, because that's not important to me right now. What's important is the war that's coming from up north. If we don't take care of that, then there really is going to be no throne anyway.
Right.
So Tyrion basically says, okay, you help me and I'll help you. You help me try to figure out how to win this war and be an ally with Dany, and I'll help you with anything you need, which basically is Jon Snow needing the dragon glass from Dragonstone.
Yeah. So Tyrion talks to Dany and kind of persuades her. He was basically saying, give him something by giving him nothing, because they don't see the value in dragon glass. Only Jon and the people of the North really know the purpose, the value of what it is. So Dany gives into it, and she's going to give him the dragon glass, and Jon can mine it. That's going to happen next episode. I'm hoping that there's no complications anywhere, that just happens smoothly. Yeah. And Jon can just go back to the North smoothly, but we'll see.
I mean, I think she's warming up to him. So
no,
probably won't have a problem with it.
No, there is no... What would be the name for that?
What?
Janny? Nah. No. That's not happening. No!
Daenerys? I don't know. So she also is talking to Tyrion about their loss, and she's basically like, okay, what do we do now? I kind of want to take over Euron's whole fleet and try to basically bring her dragons, get on the back of her dragon, and burn the ships down.
Dracarys.
Yeah, but they don't think that's a good decision because any one archer could take her down.
Right.
So they're like, I mean, it's not good because you're the queen, so we don't want you to die, obviously.
But maybe someone else could ride the dragons and try to take out Euron's fleet. You know, maybe Jon Snow or some Tyrion.
I wouldn't mind.
Right. It'd be so cool.
Yeah. So then that's what's going on in Dragonstone as of right now. And then we come over to King's Landing, where you see Euron coming through the streets of the city. And he actually has what's her name? Yara and Ellaria and her daughter. And they're making their way up to Cersei.
Yeah. And all the people of King's Landing were happy to have Euron there, bringing back Tyene and Ellaria and all of them. And these people are just so weak-minded. Anything that happens, they cheer for it or they're against it. When Cersei was getting kicked out on her walk of shame, they were against her. Now they're for her. It looks, I don't know. But I mean, being against her, that's not safe in King's Landing, so they might as well be for her. So yeah.
True.
The scene inside, Cersei was very happy to have Ellaria and Tyene as her prisoners.
Yes.
Yeah.
The funny part in that situation was after Euron brings Ellaria and her daughter, and he's basically like, okay, so what do we do now to Cersei? And she's like, oh, you'll get it once the war is won.
Right.
Then he's kind of like taunting Jaime to the side, and he's like, so I can talk to you later about some advice. And Jaime's like, what kind of advice? And he's like, does she like it gentle or does she like it rough? Wow. That pissed Jaime off.
He wasn't having it. He was mad.
That part was hilarious though, because Euron is another one of those characters that you just hate to love him. Mm-hmm. He's so funny.
Yeah.
So then we go to the scene where they're in some kind of dungeon or something like that. with Cersei, Ilaria, her daughter, and the Mountain, and the Qyburn. Yeah. And basically she's just having a discussion with Ilaria and is like, you know, I thought of all the different ways that I could have killed you, or I could have killed your daughter. I could have, like, crushed her or your skull just like Oberyn's. I could have
R.I.P. Oberyn.
Yeah, she was just talking about, like, I don't sleep at night because I think about how I want to kill you and my enemies. It's and crazy. Then basically she kisses Ilaria's daughter with the same kind of poison that Ilaria did to Marcella, and it's basically like, now you're gonna sit here and you're gonna live your life out, but you're gonna watch your daughter die and rot. They're both chained up to the wall, so
they can't reach each other. And Cersei is savage. She was like, change the torches repeatedly so that she doesn't miss a scene of watching her daughter die, and that's hardcore.
Yeah, and she's like, you can't starve yourself because regardless if you want to eat or not, we're gonna force food down your throat, so you will see your daughter die.
It's crazy.
I don't like Cersei. She's a bad character. She's not a bad character. She's a villain, basically. Yeah. But that scene, I loved that. I was like,
I just don't like when other people are getting killed. I know that pretty much Ilaria deserved it. That's kind of revenge, you know. But I mean, it's sad. I don't want to see them die. But
True.
I mean, it's alright. They're not main characters as long as it's not Jon Snow. You know.
Yeah, I don't feel that bad. I just was like, oh my god, because I really liked Marcella, so I was kind of mad that she killed her.
Yeah, that was messed up.
But yeah. Anyways, let's get on to Highgarden. Sorry about that. Let's get on to Highgarden and how Jaime and his army, the rest of the Lannister army, are marching their way up to Highgarden, and Olenna sees them, and she has, like, no protection, which I thought was stupid. Especially the plans that they made with Dany and whatever. You would think she would have something, but she literally had, like, no protection, and Jaime makes it up to her room in, like, a matter of minutes.
Yeah, they pretty much take out the whole Tyrell army easily, and just Jaime just goes to see Olenna and they have a chat. But on their way down, we see Jaime with my man Bronn and the Tarleys. So there's the Tarley forces with the Lannister forces all together to take down Highgarden, which they do. And this was the first time we see Highgarden, and they didn't really give it a lot. They didn't really show it that much, but
yeah. So she basically is telling him, all right, I know I'm about to die. How are you going to do it? Are you going to stab me? What's going on? And he basically says, well, I talked Cersei into just giving you a poison.
Yeah.
And it's not even going to hurt.
Yeah.
So, of course, Lady Olenna being the woman she is,
great character,
she tells him while she's drinking the poison, she's like, well, is it gonna be like how Joffrey's was, like seeing him choke and him turn purple and all his veins? I know that must have been bad for you and Cersei.
It wasn't how I intended.
And then he's like, wait, what?
Right.
And then he gets all pissed or whatever, but I mean, what can you do? She's dead anyway.
Olenna was like, let Cersei know that I did it.
Yeah, she's like, I want her to know that I killed
That was
Joffrey.
so savage. I love Olenna.
Yeah, that part was one of the best parts of that episode.
Yeah. So already in this episode, Dany has lost the Dornish. Well, the Dornish army is still there, but she's lost Ilaria and the Sand Snake. She's also lost Yara, half of the Greyjoy fleet, and now she's also lost Olenna. So it's just her, pretty much.
Yeah. And also the Unsullied, they make their way to Casterly Rock, and then they come to find out that literally less than probably half of the Lannister army was even there, which was because they were at Highgarden.
Jaime said that he learned from his mistakes against Robb Stark in the Whispering Wood, where Robb's army wasn't there and they got ambushed. So pretty much Jaime moved the army from Casterly Rock. He knew that they were going to go there, which I'm surprised is Tyrion losing his skills, his war skills. But Jaime moved their army from Casterly Rock and just went to Highgarden to take that. So good move for Cersei and another elf for Dany. So.
Yes. It's going to turn around. She needs
to win.
Yeah, she does. Then we get to the Citadel where basically Jorah and Sam are trying to pretend that Jorah is just miraculously healed. And the Archmaester, I don't know his exact name, but he's basically looking and investigating the whole situation, and he knows that Sam helped. But Jorah's just like, oh no, I just woke up. It must have been the rest or something. I just feel better.
And the climate.
Yeah, I'm like, okay. That's not believable.
Yeah, but it's good to see Jorah healed now. Now he can go back to Dany and, you know, help out because they need help over there.
True. That's true.
Yeah.
Okay, and then Winterfell. Sansa is doing a really good job with her command. She's looking out for her people, looking at the armory, making sure that's built right. The food, making sure that they have enough food to go around and whatnot.
Yeah. Pretty much Winterfell's in good hands under Sansa.
Yeah.
Hopefully she doesn't get greedy.
Hopefully not. And then you have Littlefinger trying to sneak his way in, trying to talk to her, and she's over here like, yeah, whatever. And then you see Bran. She sees Bran at the end, and she's happy about that. But Bran's a little different, obviously.
Yeah. I wanted a more emotional scene. I wanted him to be happy with Sansa, but that's not what we got. He was kind of stiff and everything. He was like, hello, Sansa.
Yeah, I mean, I did want that, but then also he's seen a lot and he knows what happened to Sansa, so he probably is just like in a state of mind where he's like it's just overwhelming.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe Arya and Bran have gone through the most, but if you think about it, all of the Stark children have gone through a lot. So they're pretty much all different.
They've all gone through some
in season 1. So,
I think that's it.
She asked Bran to explain what the three-eyed raven means, and he could have explained it better, but he just said that he could see everything from the past to the present, maybe the future, and everything like that. And he told her that she looked amazing on her wedding night, which is kind of a rough area to kind of touch for Sansa because she suffered a lot. Yeah, Sansa suffered a lot with Ramsay, so that's a very touchy subject for her, so she couldn't really handle it, so she was like, Bran, I'm gonna have to go inside. So she dipped off. Yeah,
but that right there told her that whatever he's talking about, because she doesn't quite get it, whatever he's talking about must be something real, because how else would he know about that night?
Yeah. I'm really hoping that the final Stark will return to Winterfell next episode, and they better not drag it on any longer.
I know, I'm gonna be really mad if they end the episode with her just getting there. That's gonna annoy me. Yeah.
I was afraid that they were gonna keep Daenerys and Jon scene till the end of the episode, which I'm glad they did not do.
Yeah, that was good.
And when the first scene was happening, I was like, we need 2 more scenes, and they gave us 2 more scenes with Jon and Dany. So good job, Dan and David. Good job.
Yeah. That was basically it for this episode. Like I said, I would give it a 9. John gives it an 8.
Yeah.
Any character wins or losses, obviously.
Well, we know
Dany was the one losing.
Taking all the L's. Right now, Cersei has the most power right now. Winterfell's pretty strong, but they're kind of away from everything right now. They're not really in the mix. Mm-hmm. But I'd say King's Landing, that's where all the power is. Hopefully, next episode, we could see Dany, get a grip back on everything that she was going for at the beginning.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a big switch. Like, right now, it looks like she's losing, but I think also Cersei, she's the type of person that gets her head built up. Like, her ego gets so built up, and then something comes in, and it's like, so, yeah, I think that something's going to happen. Something's going to turn the table.
I feel like saying something really wild. Out of all the deaths this season, what if Dany is getting the axe at the end of the season?
Oh, no.
We don't know. The way this is going, she could be out.
That cannot happen. Like,
she doesn't listen to advice. She gets on a dragon. She tries to fight. Arrow. Finish. No more Dany.
Nah.
No more Dany.
They won't do that to me.
And then, Jon can adopt the dragons, take them to Winterfell, fight the White Walkers, then come back and burn Cersei. Finish.
You can't do that to me. Also, but you also said that you think that Jaime might die.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he needs to stick around because I feel like he needs to be the one that kills Cersei.
Yeah, if he doesn't die in the battle against Dany, which we believe that we saw in the trailer, then I'm thinking Cersei and Jaime might have Romeo and Juliet type death.
Yeah, that's a good theory.
He takes out Cersei and then probably takes himself out too. So yeah, I can't wait to see the finale for each of these characters to see where they
end up. Yeah. Definitely. I think that if they do have that little battle next episode where Dany if Dany and her men come over to where Jaime's at, it's just a theory, but like if he gets away, it might be because of Tyrion. I mean, Tyrion might feel bad, or he might be like, okay, like you let me get away that time, so. But I mean, he can't do it around Dany.
Yeah, I don't know if Tyrion will show up, because I was thinking Tyrion would go to Castle Rock to show them like the sewer system, but he already told them and they did them by themselves. So I don't know if he'll show up. And maybe Dany will be like, "Go tell your sister that I'm coming."
Or yeah, something like that. Yeah. That's a good idea. Because
it looked like he was going all out in the trailer, so
true.
That may be happening. Don't kill Bronn, please.
Alright, guys. I think that's it for this review.
But first, let's talk about what we think is going to happen next episode.
Oh, right.
All those scenes. We saw Cat's Paw. Let's hear more of your Cat's Paw theories.
I mean, my Cat's Paw theory is that eventually Sansa, when Arya gets to Winterfell, Sansa and Arya are going to basically conspire to kill Littlefinger. Because you see in, I'm not sure which magazine it was for, but the cast took like a photo shoot, and Arya's costume had like on the side, it had a Littlefinger's dagger. So I'm thinking she's gonna have something to do with his death.
Or he leaves Winterfell and just leaves it in his room, and then Arya. It
cannot be that simple.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate.
No. He's not gonna leave Winterfell. He's not gonna leave.
Yeah, so I'm gonna play devil's advocate. Sansa told Brienne that they needed Littlefinger in order to have the Knights of the Vale. So can they kill Littlefinger? If they do that, will they lose the Knights of the Vale? What do you say?
I think, I don't know exactly, but I think they're gonna come up with some little scheme to figure out how to keep those men, but not to keep Littlefinger. Because I think he's just, at this point, he's just like really getting to Sansa's nerves. Everything he says, she's just like, can you shut up?
Right.
So maybe he just does something or says something that it's just like, okay, I'm sick of this dude.
He did have great advice in the episode. Fight every war, everywhere, always in your mind. So when you see something occur, you've already seen it. So
yeah, that was pretty good advice, actually.
I'm thinking Littlefinger might go after Bran. Because if he finds out that Bran has his powers, that he could see everything from the past, he could find out that it was actually Littlefinger that was behind murdering Bran.
True. And if he does... Okay, so if your theory goes, then my theory might go, because then maybe Sansa will get mad that he tried to... Kill him. Because obviously Bran's going to see that coming. Yeah. That's not going to happen.
Yeah.
So either, Mira might catch him in the act or something like that, and he's going to die.
I want Mira to get some dialogue and get some scenes.
I know.
I miss her.
I do miss her too. She just gets these like quick little scenes of her looking around. And
if she survives till all the war against the White Walkers, she's definitely gonna play a good part because she can fight.
Yeah.
Just give her some dragon glass weapons and she'll be good.
Mm-hmm. But I feel like she's always gonna be beside Bran. Like that's her protector.
Brienne would look like she was having a fight scene. Do you think she's just fighting Pod, or do you think she has to fight someone?
I don't know. It was so quick, I can't really tell.
Maybe she's taking off Littlefinger's head.
Nah. I'm sticking with the Arya theory.
Or she's tired of Tormund. She brings out that sword.
Oh my gosh!
Stay back!
Oh, that's funny. We were talking about how awkward it might be once Arya gets there, like how her and Sansa will say hi to each other, because they had such a troubling relationship when they left each other.
Yeah. But I'm thinking maybe Arya and all her journey, she could have missed that. She could have been like, we were always fighting while we were younger. I kind of missed that.
Well, she's my sister.
Yeah. And even Sansa and Jon, they didn't really have a good relationship when they were younger, but they had that amazing hug in season 6. It gets me every time. But so maybe Arya and her might have, a good connection when they come back. Or she could just be Bran times 10 and really be like, hi Sansa.
Yeah. Yeah, I think maybe though, if it's not that super awkwardness, I think it is going to be like, oh my god, hi. Like they're both, because regardless of how much of an assassin she is, Arya's a girl. And she's going to miss her sister. So I think it'll be nice and sweet. maybe.
Yeah. Well, I hope so. I mean, Brand reunion kind of let me down. I want to see more emotion, so hopefully we can get that out of Arya.
True.
Yeah. Anything else important? Or I saw some dragon action, so hopefully the dragons get some action in the next episode. Also, they need gold to help with the Bravosi guys that came to see Cersei, the banker. So they're going to get that gold from Highgarden, but I don't think that gold is going to reach King's Landing. So hopefully Dany comes and cuts that off and takes the gold for herself.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah. Well,
alright.
I think that's it. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll have our next episode, or our next video after next episode.
Yes. Hopefully a good one, because I need it.
Yeah.
We need some action. We need some action going on.
We do.
But yeah, thanks for watching. I guess our social medias.
Yeah.
Will be
Where can they find you
below.
Oh yeah.
Link below?
Yeah, we can put it in
Link
the
below.
description.
Yeah.
Once again, I'm Steven.
And I'm Idamir.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.